Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're tackling a massive health topic, but we're going to do it a little bit differently. You can completely forget about those scary, dreary medical lectures you might be used to. Instead, we're taking a super colorful, positive path toward vibrant living. We're going to break down exactly how you can empower yourself and the people you love to really take control of your health.
Okay, let's dive into this. What incredibly common health threat can literally damage your body for years while presenting absolutely zero noticeable symptoms? It's kind of a wild and honestly slightly alarming question, right? Because it doesn't give you a headache, it doesn't make you cough, and it doesn't cause a fever. People often have absolutely no idea it's even happening until some pretty severe complications pop up.
Section 1. The Silent Health Killer. To really understand why this is so dangerous, we kind of have to look inside. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is essentially blood flowing through your blood vessels with way too much force. Imagine turning on a garden hose with the water cranked up as high as it'll go. Over time, that relentless pounding pressure damages the vessels, and that can lead to some truly devastating issues like stroke, heart attack, heart failure, and even kidney disease.
So, to formally define it based on our sources, hypertension is exactly that, a condition that happens when blood flows through the blood vessels with just too much force. But hey, here is the bright side, the incredibly positive news we're focusing on today. Managing your blood pressure well and catching it early is absolutely crucial because it can stop these terrible diseases from ever starting or getting worse. But since we can't feel it, how do we actually fight it? Well, we have to measure it.
Section 2. Measuring the pressure. Whenever you get your blood pressure checked, you're usually handed two numbers, measured in millimeters of mercury, or mmHg. The top number, which is usually the first one they say, is your systolic pressure, and the bottom, or second number, is your diastolic pressure. Put them together, and these two numbers tell your healthcare provider exactly what category your blood pressure falls into, anywhere from completely normal to, well, a crisis level.
So, the crucial point is you have to make sure that reading is actually accurate. And our sources give us some incredibly simple yet surprisingly overlooked preparatory steps. Before that cuff ever inflates, you really need to empty your bladder. You also need to completely steer clear of food or drinks with caffeine, avoid tobacco products, and skip the alcohol for at least 30 minutes prior. Oh, and no exercise for 30 minutes before the test either. Doing all this ensures we get a true, honest baseline of your resting pressure.
Section 3. Knowing your risk factors. Okay, once we know how to measure it, we need to shift our focus to understanding what causes that pressure to rise in the first place. And this right here is where we take back control. Look, there are risks we simply can't change, things like our genetics, increasing age, and biological sex. For example, men are more likely to develop it in middle age. But we have this empowering list of modifiable risks. We can absolutely control our dietary sodium intake, our level of physical activity, and how we manage stress and conditions like sleep apnea.
Section 4. The Colorful Dash Diet.
And this brilliantly illustrates that taking control of our diet leads us to one of the most exciting, delicious, and proven strategies out there, the DASH eating plan. Guys, the DASH plan is not about starving yourself. It's all about filling your plate with pleasant, vibrant fruits, vegetables, and low-fat dairy. It's about making your meals colorful and attractive. And the research is staggering. Participants who followed this diet saw dramatic blood pressure reductions incredibly fast, like within just 2 weeks of starting the plan. No way, right? But it's true.
So a massive part of the DASH secret is actually replacing sodium with really rich sources of potassium and magnesium. Just think about where potassium hides. A medium potato, that packs a whopping 926 milligrams. Half a cup of cooked spinach gives you about 290 milligrams, and of course, the trusty banana offers a solid 420 milligrams. By bringing these natural, wonderfully colorful foods into your routine, you're literally helping your body naturally regulate that pressure.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it gives you a secret weapon for the grocery store aisle, decoding those tricky supermarket labels. When you're scanning the nutrition facts, you really want to aim for foods with less than 5% of the daily value of sodium per serving. If it says 20% or more, yeah, that is considered a high sodium food. Knowing this super simple 5% rule really empowers you to just pick the items that protect your heart.
Section 5. Moving and de-stressing. Building on that healthy foundation means looking beyond just what we eat to how we physically move our bodies and rest our minds. Being active is absolutely vital. And figuring out your exercise intensity, it doesn't have to be complicated at all. Light activity basically means you can talk in full sentences and even sing. Moderate intensity,
which, by the way, is our sweet spot, means you can talk in phrases or short sentences, but you definitely cannot sing. And vigorous intensity means you're having difficulty talking at all.
So what are our exact weekly movement goals to help manage body weight and, in turn, better control that blood pressure? Well, the guidelines are super clear. Try to aim for 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic exercise every week. Or, alternatively, you could do 75 to 150 minutes of vigorous intensity exercise. Also, don't forget to include some muscle strengthening activities at least 2 days a week. But honestly, the absolute most important takeaway here, just avoid being completely sedentary. Truly, every little bit of movement helps.
But keeping that pressure down isn't just a physical game, it is very much a mental one too. Managing anger and high-stress situations is honestly just as vital as hitting the treadmill. High-stress situations literally change how your body regulates blood pressure physically. To combat this, you need a solid toolkit. We're talking deep breathing exercises, maybe some meditation or yoga, making sure you get adequate, really good quality sleep, and importantly, seeking support from friends and family when you need it.
Section 6. A healthier society together.
Bringing all of this information together into a really positive, community-focused conclusion, I want you to remember that vibrant living really does start with small, colorful daily choices. Combining an attractive, colorful diet full of potassium-rich veggies, an active lifestyle, and active stress reduction is just a highly effective, medication-free way to truly thrive. Your daily habits are, without a doubt, your ultimate medicine.
And this whole thing isn't just about us as individuals. Managing our health is a really profound gift, because ultimately, we are happy if we are healthy, and the people around us are too. So, if you found this breakdown empowering, please like, share, and subscribe if you wish for a healthier friends and society. Spreading this kind of vital health knowledge is exactly how we build a much more vibrant community, together. And hey, I want to hear directly from you so we can continue this learning journey. If you need a specific topic to be posted, please comment. What medical mystery, daily health habit, or scientific concept should we explore in our next explainer? Drop your thoughts down below. Stay vibrant, stay healthy, and I will see you next time.